All right, welcome. So, we are at Module 4 or the module on being confident in your skills and abilities. And the first lesson in this module is all about your core competencies, right? So, a lot of the times we talk about strengths and weaknesses, and I kind of have a different perspective on that. Your strengths are nothing more than your core competencies or the skills for which you are stronger. And your weaknesses, from my perspective, are only the things that you are unaware of, right? So we all have weaknesses. The thing is knowing what areas you are not so that you can account for them, right? It's not anything that needs to be fixed in most cases, or in a lot of cases, it's not even something that you may want to work on. Right. So, understanding or the point of kind of understanding your core competencies and the range of your core competencies from an experience perspective, as we're going to do in this lesson, is to kind of help you understand that so that when you're looking at job descriptions, when you are thinking about your next role, your next move, or even the role that you're currently sitting in, if it's not going well, it will allow you to have better insight to that. A lot of times when people don't do well in a job, it's because the expectation or the job description is a mismatch for the core competencies that that person's holding, and either there's pressure to fill those core competencies or those skill sets, and it might be in something that you don't want. So for example, I love data. Like love it, love it, love it. I'm really good at finding trends and seeing trends in data or just in period, right? Like I'm very observant so I can see kind of where things are repeating. For example, but I by no means want to be an Excel expert. I by no means want to be someone who sits and mines data all day. Now, if that is you, then you go, right? Like go for it. But it's not me, even though I have a love for data. It is something that I am somewhat good at. I don't want to build out the skill of learning how to mine it at kind of the upper levels of data analysis, if you will, right? So that's why it's important again that you know what it is that you're good at and then how you can apply that to the work you want to do. Right, so you'll see on the screen that in this lesson, as you get into the materials, I have laid out kind of examples of hard skills, right? And those are the things like Excel is one of my favorite examples because many of us use it in a corporate environment. But technical skills or hard skills can come in a variety of things. Coding would be a hard skill, or even typing. If you are someone who can type, like formally type, 90 minutes words per minute like they used to request back in the day, then that is a hard skill that you possess. And then soft skills. Soft skills are my favorite, and you're going to see me push soft skills a lot in the work that I do and the messaging and things that you hear from me, because soft skills is the number one area where we as women, one, can benefit from improving, but two, have a strength kind of innately within us. We have a natural ability to communicate with people, to connect with people, to be leaders, right? We just have to tap into that, right? So much of the external programming says, you know, that we're not good at it or that women, are so emotional and things like that. So be it. It's those emotions that allow us to connect, to feel what's going on around, and to lead people because people want somebody who understands them into, meeting our objectives or exceeding our objectives. And then area of specialties, right? These are all the things that are like unique to you. Maybe it has something to do with culturally, right? So like a lot of times I will have ideas based on my cultural or environmental background, right? That I bring to the table that the next candidate may not possess. And those are things that you want to look at as well as you complete this and think about where are your core competencies. All right, and then you'll get to this wonderful page where you're going to lay those out. So in these boxes, you're going to actually put what those competencies are for you. And I've also laid it out where there are ranges, right? So from low, mid tier to high, mid to high, right? So for me, if we're using hard skills, for example, and I've been using the example of Excel, I would say that I have a mid, you know, level experience when it comes to that, right? When it comes to PowerPoint, I would say I have high to mid as an example of hard skills that I possess, right? So you want to put your hard skills, and you can put multiple of them in the box, no worries. Soft skills that you possess, you want to put there. When it comes to leadership, I would give myself a high for leadership. I love to lead. It's something I've always loved to do since I was younger. Right? That doesn't mean that I don't still have to grow and evolve as a leader, but it is something that I have a strength in, or that I've been doing for some time and have developed the skill, right? Whether or not that is introducing yourself or communicating, connecting with people. Connection is something I had to learn how to do. I had to do a lot of work, and I would say that I'm high to mid in connecting at this point, right? And if you think about great leaders, they are the ones that connect with everyone, right? Like they just make you feel some type of way, inspired, um, motivated, those type of things. So we all have those skills, and you're going to kind of rank them in these boxes. If you need more space or more paper, feel free to duplicate this page. Okay, so in this lesson and in this module, this is another one that builds on each other. So I do want you to start with core competency, because the next lesson is going to pull from what you do here all the way through this module, so that you walk away really understanding your skills and abilities and how they can be applied for your next move. I'll see you in the next lesson.